Guys, welcome to my channel. Today, we will take a look at Chery Tiggo 8 Pro. Ito yung pambato ngayon ng Chery cars. Naalala ko pa, nung unang dumating ang Chery sa Pilipinas, meron silang nilaunch na yung QQ model na Chery. Ito yung maliit na hatchback. That was in 2008. Pero hindi sila naging successful because of so many issues, particularly on dealership, on parts, on performance. So nag-exit sila sa Philippine market, and fast forward, they came back in 2019. At dito nila ni-launch yung Tiggo series na much improved Chery. So halika, tingnan natin kung maganda nga ito. Itong Chery Tiggo 8 Pro is a follow-up doon sa kanilang Chery Tiggo 8 2 years ago. This is a much improved version. If you look at the grille, it's quite unique. Meron siyang Sunshine Galaxy grille na parang merong tiny rectangular elements na parang 3-dimensional pag tiningnan mo. The front fascia looks nice and complemented by the LED headlights and that DRL. You will also notice na wala siyang fog lamp, no? And instead, meron siyang butas dun sa tagiliran, so yung hangin lumalabas papunta dun sa may gulong sa harapan. And then dun sa bandang baba, dun nakalagay yung kanyang front sensor. Tingnan natin yung side profile. Dito sa front fender, meron siyang nakalagay na TGDI na pangalan. And then, yung kanyang side mirror na power fold is body colored at meron din siyang camera. Sa akin, parang upscale yung look niya even with the design of its mag wheels. So, para sa European styling na body colored yung kanyang door handles, typical sa mga European cars. And then that silver trimming doon sa may window line is actually very nice, ano? This SUV looks big. At saka gusto ko yung design ng kanyang roof rail, no? Kasi parang naka-integrate siya doon sa design ng roof. Yung wheel size niya is 18 with that simple, elegant design ng kanyang mag wheels. What I like about it is naka-flush siya dun sa fender. Tapos naka-display na dun sa harap saka dun sa likod. Ang pinakagusto ko dito yung likod niya. Para siyang merong European vibe. Meron siyang neatly designed exhaust tips na naka-integrate dun sa bumper. Then dun sa may lower portion ng tailgate may nakalagay na 290T, which means 290 Newton meters torque. At meron na din pala siyang automatic tailgate. Then it has shark fin antenna with that rear spoiler na merong third brake light. I also noticed na siya lang yung merong nakalagay na Chery na pangalan kasi yung iba logo lang. And then yung kanyang LED tail lights is actually simple and maganda with that vertical and horizontal lines na pag nakailaw yan, I think maganda yan. And then yung diffuser dito sa may rear bumper, maganda rin ang pagkaka-execute. At by the way, yung kanyang exhaust tip nga pala is functional yan, no? Hindi siya yung fake. So makikita mo yung round na tailpipe talaga na naka-encase dun sa exhaust tip na yan. So pag tiningnan mo sa malayo yung likod, ang ganda, di ba? Gandang-ganda ko sa likod niya. Parang Eurocar talaga siya. Parang may vibe siya ng Audi, BMW o kaya Volkswagen. And if you look underneath, makita mo na independent yung suspension niya. So yung ride nito siguradong maganda. And as I said in my opinion, pinakamagandang profile niya para sa akin yung likod na parte. So okay, check naman natin yung interior. Pagbukas mo ng pinto, makikita mo na parang luxurious siya na makikita mo lang sa mga high-end cars. To prove a point, napansin ko meron siyang memory seats switch. So meron kang 3 options ng memory seats, no, na makikita mo lang talaga sa mga higher price na cars. And then nandun din yung lock and unlock button. And then you have that brown leather accent with that elegant window switches. Meron din siyang automatic power seat adjustment. At ang maganda dito, meron siyang lumbar support. Nakikita mo yung switch niya, yung bilog na yan. Yan yung sa lumbar support. And the interior is very nice and luxurious yung feel. Kasi meron siyang brown leather seats. So if you look closely at the interior design, talagang luxurious yung feel at saka modern yung design. Tapos yung parang matte aluminum na accent no sa dashboard at saka dun sa mga door panels is also a very nice touch. Yung steering wheel niya is leather wrap, flat bottom, with a very simple design. Dito sa left side ng steering wheel, nandun yung switch ng kanyang cruise control. And then dito naman sa right side yung switch dun sa infotainment system at saka dun sa instrument cluster. Dito naman sa lower portion yung adjustment ng height ng kanyang headlight, saka yung hill descent control at saka yung sa tailgate. And then meron ditong small compartment which you can put your mga cards mo. Meron din siyang paddle shifter. Tapos yung kanyang steering wheel is tilt and telescopic na din. At yung nabanggit ko kanina, dito nakalagay yung switch ng kanyang memory seat function. So meron kang tatlong settings na pwedeng pagpilian. Chinek din natin yung aircon vent. Very tactile siya, hindi siya flimsy. Yung kanyang instrument clusters actually malaki, 12.3 inch yan. Tapos digital na yan. And then yung kanyang touchscreen infotainment system has Apple CarPlay. But wala siyang Android Auto. Yung Android users can opt for the QD-Link or you can connect it via Bluetooth. And then yung kanyang dashboard, meron siyang soft touch material. Kaya it contributes to the premium feeling complemented by the nice color of the interior. And then dun sa bandang baba, meron pang isang screen that is used to control yung aircon system. Although meron din naman siyang toggle switches to control yung aircon settings. Medyo naiiba rin yung kanyang center console. For example, nandito yung start-stop button. And then katabi niya yung switch ng automatic parking brake at saka yung auto hold. And then nandito rin yung switch ng infotainment system. And then meron din ditong 2 cup holders na pwede mo namang takpan, no? Tapos sa ibabaw pwede mong maglagay ng gamit. And then dito sa compartment under the armrest is meron kang dalawang USB port. And then nandito naman sa taas yung mga switches. For example, ito yung sa sunroof, and then you have here the switches for the lights, and then yung sunglass holder. And then may vanity mirror dito sa driver side, saka nandito rin yung ilaw niya, no? And then sa driver side, meron din siyang vanity mirror. By the way, meron din nga para siyang ambient lighting dito sa dashboard and then papunta dun sa mga doors. And then andito naman yung kanyang glove box sa compartment. And then meron din siyang seat adjustment dito. Yan. So even yung rear passenger can adjust your seat. Andito naman sa ilalim ng center console yung area for wireless charging. Parang awkward lang yung lalagyan kasi nasa ilalim. Mas maganda sana kung nasa bandang ibabaw yon. Para nakikita mo kung nagcha-charge. At yun nga palang passenger seat niya is meron ding automatic power adjustment. And then dito sa bandang ilalim, dito nakalocate yung 12 volt socket siguro para hindi makita yung mga cable pagka nagsasaksak ng mga gadget mo. At dito sa may door, yung design niya is yung dumi, parang bumababa hanggang para hindi pumasok doon sa loob. By the way, this is 7-seater. So punta tayo dito sa second row seats. It's actually very roomy dito sa second row seat. And then dito meron siyang armrest with 2 cup holders. And you have ample legroom. And then dito meron kang pocket dito sa likod ng upuan. And nandito sa taas yung switch ng kanyang interior lights. Ang maganda dito, malaki yung kanyang sunroof hanggang dun sa likod, no? So nagmukha siyang roomy. And then dito sa gitna, medyo flat yung center tunnel kasi front wheel drive naman siya. And then you have also USB port here. Meron kang maliit na compartment here. And then meron siyang aircon vent dito sa gitna. May verdict here. Very nice and luxurious interior. Parang similar siya dun sa Geely Ascara. So at the price level of 1.7 million, you wouldn't believe na ganito yung interior niya. So if you're sitting at the back seat, mafe-feel mo na talagang siya, maaliwalas na maaliwalas kasi nga laki nung sunroof eh. So parang ang sarap nitong sakyan. Check naman natin itong third row seat. Ang hindi lang maganda dito, yung pagpasok mo sa loob, hindi na itatumble itong second row seat. So i-move mo lang, pupush forward mo lang para makapasok ka. So medyo hassle yung ingress. Pero yung third row seats, maganda naman yung configuration. Medyo nakaangat siya dun sa floor. So tingnan natin kung anong itsura nito sa third row, no. Yung seats niya medyo nakaangat, no. So hindi siya nakalapat sa floor. Kaya mas okay siyang sakyan. I'm 5'7" in height and komportable naman ako. And then dito sa side meron kang aircon vent saka yung control ng aircon, no. Dito sa left side meron ding aircon vent to cool yung third row passengers. And then yung second row seat pwede mo ring i-move back and forth for more leg room. And then yung pagpasok mo sa third row dito lang sa right side kasi dun sa left side hindi mo na i-adjust yung sandalan, so hindi mahirapan kang pumasok. Okay, check naman natin ang engine niya. Ang engine niya is 1.6 TGDI. Ano bang ibig sabihin ng TGDI? It means turbocharged gasoline direct injection. Ang maximum power niya is 195 PS at 5,500 RPM. Tapos ang torque niya is 290 Newton meters with 7-speed dual clutch transmission. Ang maganda dito, 4-cylinder engine siya na turbocharged. Unlike for example nung sa Okavango na 3-cylinder lang sila. Ang advantage kasi nung 4-cylinder, mas balance siya. So mas smoother yung kanyang engine. At saka yung total weight nitong Tiggo 8 is only 1,565 kilograms, which is magaan. So kayang-kaya ito ng makina. And since meron siyang 7-speed dual clutch transmission, mas refined and smooth ang shifting niya. Ang advantage kasi ng DCT transmission is fuel efficiency with increased speed and performance. At nai-eliminate din niya yung shift shock. Pero kung hindi ka sanay sa DCT, it can jerk at saka parang naglo-lurch siya when driven at lower speed. Okay, let's summarize. I'll share with you my opinions about this SUV. Itong Tiggo 8 Pro, ito yung entry-level variant. At ang price niya is 1.7 million. At ito din yung best-selling variant nila. Kasi meron ding mas mahal yung plug-in hybrid na about 2.4 million. In terms of design, malayo na ang narating ng Chery Tiggo. It looks clean, so tamang-tama lang yung mga chrome accent. Well-finished din siya. At saka maganda yung quality ng paint job. Very consistent yung finishing niya at saka solid yung levels of construction niya. So I would say impressive yung design niya. Now when it comes to the interior, pulidong-pulido yung pagkakagawa. Merong mga soft touch plastic, merong plus leather, saka yung mga well-textured na plastic materials. Saka yung brown-black na color scheme, saka yung aluminum look trim, maganda yung combination niya. Yung cabin layout niya is pretty straightforward. At ang kagandahan nito, 7-seater siya compared mo sa Geely Ascara na only 5-seater. So I guess ang direct competitor nito yung Geely Okavango na 7-seater din. At ang isa pang maganda dito is punong-puno siya ng advanced driver assist systems. For example, meron siyang ABS, Electronic Stability Program, meron siyang brake assist system, brake override system, hill assist control, electronic brake force distribution, seatbelt alarm, hill descent control, emergency brake assist, traction control system, at meron siyang adaptive cruise control. Meron din siyang lane departure warning, lane keeping assistance, traffic jam assistance, integrated cruise assist, front collision warning, autonomous emergency braking, door opening warning, traffic sign recognition, at saka yung electronic parking brake. Hindi lang yon, meron din siyang intelligent high beam control, blind spot detection, dynamic track reverse image, front radar, reverse radar, at tire pressure monitoring system. Kumbaga, hitik na hitik ito sa features. So parang mapapaisip ka dito kasi kung sucker ka for new technology, you can consider this. Kasi at 1.7 million, parang it's directly competing na dun sa mga PPVs na, di ba? May mga 1.7 million na Montero, Nissan Terra, o kaya Fortuner. And then, nandyan din yung mga crossovers, yung mga Chinese made, yung Geely Okabango, yung Ascara. And then, nandyan din yung mga Korean and Japanese na crossovers. But this one is quite nice kasi 7-seater siya. Alam mo naman, sa mga Pilipino, malalaking pamilya, di ba? At ang isa pang maganda rito, mahaba yung warranty ng Chery. That shows na very confident sila sa quality ng kanilang product. So dito sa Tiggo 8 Pro, ang warranty niya is 7 years general vehicle warranty or 200,000 kilometers, whichever comes first. And then meron din siyang 7 years engine warranty at saka meron siyang free 3 years preventive maintenance at 3 years roadside assistance. So hopefully magkaroon ako ng chance na ma-test drive ito. Okay, hanggang dito na lang. I hope I have given you some insights about this Chery Tiggo 8 Pro. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, see you again in my next vlog. Bye!